and good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today is Thursday, April 17th, and I'm your host, Josh Engel. Maybe I already said that. Today, our guest is Brittany Lilly. Brittany Lilly, what does MALPC stand for?
It is a Master of Arts Licensed Professional Counselor.
There we go. Master of Arts Licensed Professional Counselor is the school and community-based program manager at Willowbrooke Counseling Center, which serves several counties by sending therapists into the school system. She is a licensed professional counselor, LPC, if I just kept reading. I should have just pretended like I knew, in Georgia, and has a master's in professional counseling. She is passionate about the work she does at the counseling center, helping patients get back to their everyday lives and gaining tools and skills that can help them for years to come. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with family, reading, and discovering new crafts. Today, we're going to be talking about Willowbrooke at Tanner's Light Up the Night event. It's coming up on April 25th, and it's the kickoff of the Shine Green Turn Awareness into Action initiative, where they focus on Shine Green the entire month of May to bring awareness to May, as it is Mental Health Awareness Month. Good morning, Brittany. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. I've got coffee.
You got coffee in one of our special edition WLBB mugs. You can't beat it. So I did read a bit about yourself. I told the listeners at home, which, by the way, this morning's episode with Brittany is on our WLBB News Talk 1330 Facebook page. So if you have any questions or comments for our guests, please don't hesitate to throw those into the chat. Brittany, I read off a lot about you, but why don't you tell us a bit more? Do you live in this area? And just for my own curiosity, what kind of crafts are you into?
What crafts am I not into is the better question. So yes, I am from this area, grew up in this area from Carroll County. I have been working in mental health for about 12 years now. Don't let the age fool you. And have just been really passionate about it. I went to school, UGA, started out as a biology major of all things. Found psychology. I'd never had a psychology class in my life and fell in love with it. So changed my major, and here we are. 10 years later. Yeah.
Going from studying zygotes and animals and studying the human animal.
Yeah.
And learning all about our mind.
I'll talk about a brain all day long.
That's fantastic. I want to know about the caudate punimen and the basal ganglia.
All the things. This
is great. Okay, so we'll tell folks at home a bit about Willowbrooke. Yeah. I mean, we're very lucky to have had to have Willowbrooke on every so often, every few months throughout as Tanner Health Systems, one of the sponsors. We love to bring professionals from Tanner to come on the show and tell us about what they do, about what their initiatives are, the ways that they're serving the community. Mm-hmm. Tell us a bit about Willowbrooke.
Yeah. So we have a number of different programs at Willowbrooke. I think we're most widely known because of our inpatient program that we have. But we also have a partial hospitalization program where kids and adults can come for group treatment. It's Monday through Friday. We also have our counseling center where our patients can come in clinic and receive their services. We also have a school-based counseling program where we have sent Willowbrooke therapists into almost every school in Carroll County as well as Haralson County. That was our pilot school program. So again, we do a lot of different things in the counseling realm. We just love to serve the community as much as we can.
Cool. Well, let's talk about Light Up the Night. Mm-hmm. So how many years has this event happened, or is this the first time?
This is our third year of Light Up the Night. We are really excited that this is upcoming. It is just a fun community event that we have hosted. We will have yoga by the lake. We're going to have face painting, sound therapy, vendors, food trucks. We're going to do an expressive therapy station where people from the community can come and do art with us. That is something that we like to filter through all of our programs. So we're excited to bring that to the community. And it's just a really fun family event. It's completely free. There will be vendors and food trucks that people might want to bring money for if they want to participate in that. But to get into the event, to participate in the event, just bring yourself.
Awesome. And this is all of this is an effort to draw attention to
Absolutely.
May being Mental Health Awareness
Absolutely.
Month. So that will and that actually. So the event will be on April 25th. So it will be just a few days before we jump into May.
Yes.
So May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Are you aware, not to throw you a curveball, but are you aware how long May has been Mental Health Awareness Month? Is that something that was decided in the 90s, or?
I don't know the answer to that, actually. I know it's been a while, but I don't have an exact answer for that.
Well, I'm glad that we're keeping the tradition going, letting everybody know.
Right.
So it's the best time. It's a great time, I think, to maybe have conversations with people in your life. And this is a great node in the distance to kind of like shine brightly to get people's attention.
Absolutely.
So as far as, we can linger on May being Mental Health Awareness Month for a bit here. So in your position at Willowbrooke, as a licensed professional counselor, what often do you see? What comes across your desk in terms of individuals that you'll be serving? Do you deal with primarily individuals dealing with anxiety, or do you deal with different behavioral health issues, schizophrenia, or perhaps, please enlighten us a bit on that.
We see a number of different things. You have some people who decide to come to counseling because they have had a transition in their life that they're having trouble coping with. Obviously, we will have, people come from the community who have anxiety and depression and all those things that you would expect from counseling. But sometimes it's just parents that are looking for support for their kids. They have been challenged with these different behaviors and things that they maybe didn't experience themselves as a child, or, their friends don't know anything about, and they're like, please help me. So we really see everything. And, we serve all ages, and we know from the age ranges that we see that you're going to have a different scope based off of what that age is that you're serving.
Ooh, off of the age, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not as often that you're going to deal with someone with depression from bullying in your 40s and 50s. You're probably still going to see it from time to time because people can be jerks.
Of course.
In the workforce. You're going to deal with small people that want to bring other people down, but between the different age groups, it would be different. Sometimes it really just depends on what that client is presenting with.
Sure. You'll have children, unfortunately, who have been through traumas that have had, again, those life transitions, those changes that they just need some extra support for. But you're also going to have, the older client who maybe they have lost a really important job. Maybe they've had someone pass away that has really impacted them. Sometimes it's just those life transitions from their children are moving out, or, we even serve, grandparent age where unfortunately they've got people that are just passing away, based off of, where they're at in their life. So you really never know what's going to come across your desk, honestly.
Well, clearly you're great at what you do. We already have a comment that has come in from Bridget Stewart. Thank you, Bridget, for leaving a comment on the live stream. I appreciate that. Bridget says, kudos to Brittany and the work being done in the schools and community.
Thank you.
I appreciate that comment. And, of course, shout out to Brittany Lilly. We're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. When we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with licensed professional counselor and program manager with Willowbrooke at Tanner as we discuss the upcoming third annual Light Up the Night event coming up on April 25th, the kickoff of Shine Green and Turning Awareness into Action, in honor of May being Mental Health Awareness Month. We're going to talk about that and so much more after this break. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
Oak Mountain Academy is an innovative school of academic excellence celebrating over 61 years. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to join us on the mountain to see our mission and vision in action. Academic excellence, a faith-based environment, and dynamic opportunities are just a few of the reasons our families choose Oak Mountain Academy. Academic scholarships and tuition assistance are available. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Consider the Mobius strip. Take a strip of paper, twist it, connect the ends. This connection forms a continuous loop. Seamless, infinite. That's how your healthcare should be too. At Tanner Health, the Mobius is our symbol and our promise, representing our continuum of care and our commitment that the services you need will be here for you always. We're not just changing healthcare, we're redefining it. See more at tanner.org.
And we're back to Community Voice, Thursday, April 17th. I'm your host, Josh Engel, and we're very pleased to have as our guest today from Willowbrooke at Tanner, Brittany Lilly, a Master of Arts in Licensed Professional Counseling. She's also a program manager. Give me like 2 or 3 more breaks. I'll get your title correct eventually. But we're here talking about the third annual Light Up the Night event. It's coming up on April 25th. And it's of course in honor of May being Mental Health Awareness Month. It'll be right there at the tail end of April as we lead into May. So let's talk about let's linger on that event a bit more. Okay. So if we could, for folks who may just be tuning in, let's tell them a bit more about. So before we even get to the accoutrement, all the things that are going to be there, vendors, food trucks, and whatnot. Can we talk a bit about the mission behind Light Up the Night?
Yes. Really the heart of this event is just bringing awareness to mental health. It's really powerful when you can bring a bunch of people from the community together and they're able to see that they are not alone if they're dealing with anxiety or depression, or they know someone who has dealt with something mental health related. It's a really heartwarming experience being at the tables that we have to have someone come in and say, I came to Willowbrooke, or I've had counseling and it changed my life. To have people come up and say, thank you for doing this because I felt like I was alone in this. So that's really what we're trying to do, is just let people know that there is help out there, that they do not have to suffer in silence, and really let them know that they have a community behind them. As Light Up the Night, we are letting people know that they do not have to be in the darkness. Yeah.
I think about there's a quote from the director, Stanley Kubrick. Mm-hmm. Love the guy. He had a great quote. It was, no matter how vast the darkness, we must supply our own light. Mm-hmm. And it's great to see the folks who work at Willowbrooke, helping supply some light or to encourage others to shine brightly themselves in very dark, difficult times. So, and where is this going to be located?
So it's in Carrollton at the Lumpkin Drive Greenbelt Trailhead.
Well done.
I did it.
You did it. Before the show, we were talking about how easy that would be to bungle up.
Yes.
That's a lot. So okay, perfect. So it's going to be at that trailhead. See, I'm going to say it wrong.
And there will be lots of signs posted just to help people get there.
Excellent.
So, just look for the signs.
So it'll be at the trailhead. Is there a walk involved, or is it just going to be a bunch of different stations with activities?
So we will have a walk near the lake. There will be stations set up. Once you get there, you'll see kind of the lay of the land, if you will, and you'll park in the parking lot, and it's a very short walk to get to the event.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a super long walk.
It's not very intensive. Really, anybody of any ability can come.
And I love it because I think it's great to point that out. None of this will be too intensive. It's all about providing a fun and comfortable environment for everybody.
Yeah.
So, is there a cost to attend the event? Because you mentioned, there's a lot going on. I mean, Is there a cost to get in?
There is not. It is free to come and participate with this.
Excellent.
So we hope anybody can come and join us.
And it is a family event,
so
everybody can come.
Yes, all ages.
So if we could, let's expound a bit upon activities that people can expect at the event. So let's say that I and my family, we wanted to show up. What would be there waiting on us when we got there?
There's going to be face painting. We're doing a community expressive art project that anybody can come and participate with. We're doing sound therapy. There's going to be a yoga station by the lake. That's going to be really peaceful. You can expect food trucks. We're going to have a vendor market. Lots of yummy food. There's going to be glow sticks for the kids. It was really, really precious last year seeing all the kids walking around with their glow sticks and their little glow stick crowns. And those are completely free. They'll get them when they arrive. And then, again, there will be that walk at the end of the event.
I love all kids need to hear is that.
Yes.
Like the parents are tuning in like, oh, okay, cool, good parking. All right, there's a lot of activities. Yeah. The kids are like, hold up, we get glow sticks?
Yeah, glow sticks and face paint. And, if they're lucky and they're doing this expressive activity, they can go home with some paint on them.
And I think it's
not that we're advocating
not that we're advocating for that, but I do think it's great to remind people, and I apologize, listeners at home, for not pointing this out already. So this event, just to remind you, it is on April 25th, but it is at night. It's 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes.
So all kids love being out at night, you know, trick-or-treating and everything.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity. I wanted to point that out because we're talking about glow sticks. So it is going to be at dusk. You're going to have the sun setting, so the kids will have a blast with all the different glow sticks and whatnot. So tell me more about this. So you have activities. You mentioned a bit about Yoga by the Lake.
Yes.
Do you know offhand who is going to be leading that session?
I don't. I
swear I thought you were about to say you were, and I'm like,
I'm going to be at the
amazing.
expressive table.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell us.
I'll be doing the art.
So what's that about? The expressive table? That face paint and stuff?
Yeah. Well, so we will have a canvas set up. This is going to be our 3rd year running that we've did this community expressive activity. We're going to have a canvas set up. We're going to have paint, and essentially whoever wants to participate will come and help add to this art. Expressive therapy is something that we have woven through every program that we have at Willowbrooke. We actually do a calendar every year that features patient art that we give out to the school counselors and our community partners. So it's a really big thing. So we're excited just to bring that to Light Up the Night again this year. Yeah.
So tell me about this sound therapy.
Yes. So that would be with sound bath. And if you've never participated in that, I definitely recommend it. It's very relaxing. You just get an opportunity to meditate for a bit, to just have a break, just to relax your mind.
Will there be like sound bowls?
Yeah, sound bowls.
Okay, I knew it. All right.
Yeah.
I love sound bowls.
Yeah.
I have a few. That's cool. So that way,
cool.
so folks can have an opportunity to create their own resonance with these bowls, and harmonies, all together.
Yeah, or at least, participate in absorbing that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we spoke about that, because there is a lot of power in that, in sort of basking in that resonance. I don't know. I mean, there must be something to it, because it's a very old mystical tradition that is just sort of carried through the ages, because there's efficacy there. So, all right. So you got food trucks. There's going to be tacos, barbecue, funnel cakes.
Yeah.
The kids stop at glow sticks. I stop at funnel cakes, and so much more. So now at the very end, there's going to be a walk. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Really, it's just, where everyone's going to come together and just walk and show support for one another. We'll have the glow sticks. We'll have, other illumination, as a part of that. And we're just going to do that walk together.
So tell me, Shine Green, the initiative to turn awareness into action for the entire month of May. Can you tell me a bit how the organization plans on celebrating, publicly, how they're going to celebrate the month of May being Mental Health Awareness Month? Yeah,
as you go around the community, you'll likely see our signs outside of, businesses, the schools in the area, outside of Willowbrooke, or, other Tanner facilities, showing Shine Green. Tanner itself is going to have a green light that we are going to have outside the hospital. We're going to have ribbons, banners. We usually have a social media banner that you can use on Facebook if you want to put that around your profile picture. You'll see it, pretty prominent on social media over the next month.
Excellent. So, if businesses wanted to participate, could they reach out?
Yeah, absolutely. Or, if they just want to get a green ribbon and put it on their door, or a green wreath, anything that is green, that just shows that they are in support of that mental health awareness.
Absolutely. Yeah. People are going to wake up and be like, wait, is this St. Patty's Day?
We're just going to paint everything green.
We're going to paint the whole town green.
Just paint the town green.
So this is your opportunity, especially if you love the color green. Help spread awareness for the month of May being Mental Health Awareness Month. I guarantee, if you're listening to this broadcast, you know some people. Yes. You know somebody, and it might very well be yourself, that is suffering in silence. Right. You don't have to do that. Right. Embrace the Sangha, as the Buddhists talk about. You got to have the Sangha, that community of like-minded individuals that help lift each other up.
Absolutely.
Time is 8:49. We're going to go ahead and knock out our last commercial break. But when we come back, we'll wrap up our conversation with Brittany Lilly, licensed professional counselor at Willowbrooke at Tanner, as we discuss the upcoming Light Up the Night event, April 25th, from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at the Lumpkin Drive Greenbelt Trailhead in Carrollton. You're not going to want to miss it. And, of course, the entire month of May, 1st to the 31st, is going to be Mental Health Awareness Month, where you can turn awareness into action. reach out to Brittany and the team if you would like to participate in that. Community Voice, brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
The AP Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined advanced placement curriculum track to earn a series of distinctions upon graduation. This journey enables academically prepared students to pursue college-level studies throughout 17 AP courses in 5 subject categories while enrolled at OMA. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Consider the Mobius strip. Take a strip of paper, twist it, connect the ends. This connection forms a continuous loop. Seamless, infinite. That's how your healthcare should be too. At Tanner Health, the Mobius is our symbol and our promise, representing our continuum of care and our commitment that the services you need will be here for you always. We're not just changing healthcare, we're redefining it. See more at tanner.org.
And we're back to Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. About to wrap up our program with Brittany Lilly, licensed professional counselor with Willowbrooke at Tanner. Again, it is Thursday, April 17th. If you want to put a question or a comment into our live stream currently going on, the WLBB News Talk 1330 Facebook page, feel free to hop in the chat and shout out to everyone that has commented so far. By that, I mean Bridget. Thank you, Bridget. But if anyone else has any last-minute questions or comments for Brittany, whether mental health related, Mental Health Awareness Month related, or perhaps Light Up the Night related, feel free to throw those in the chat. So we've been here talking today about the Light Up the Night event to turn awareness into action and spread awareness for the upcoming initiative in May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, the Shine Green Initiative. So, all right, so let's jump back into it here. Why is it important to turn awareness into action when it comes to your mental health?
Yeah. Well, we spoke on it, a bit ago, that a lot of people are sometimes scared to talk about, mental health struggles that they're having. They feel like they are very alone when it comes to that. It's a very dark place. And really, the more you speak about it, the more you do in relation to that mental health, the less stigma there is around it. It lets people know that they are not alone, that they do not have to suffer in silence, that there is a community behind them, that there are professionals available to help support them. So that's really the heart of it, is just bringing that awareness, so that way it's not something that is in the dark anymore. It's not something that people have to be alone in.
I know that a big forcing function for change is often just sort of removing the fear.
Absolutely.
Of taking that next step. Well, let me tell you, everyone I've had the opportunity to meet from Willowbrooke has been so cool. Very cool, very easy to talk to, very comfortable. And I can understand why people have nothing but great things to say about experiences at Willowbrooke.
We work really hard to have staff that are truly there for the right reasons.
Yeah, and it shows too. Not just in the experiences that patients have when they're able to stay there and get assistance, but also the effort that you put into events like this, like the Light Up the Night event.
Yeah.
So
it's a labor of love. It really is. Like we're just excited to be able to be out there with people in the community. There's going to be a ton of volunteers. People just want to be a part of it. Do all your cohorts at Willowbrooke, does everybody kind of throw on a t-shirt and jump in? Yeah, for the most part. I know most people from my department will be there. We're going to have people from across Tanner that are participating. Really, it's come one and come all. Whoever wants to be there, come.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what can you do if you've decided that you need support for mental health?
Yeah. Well, obviously, you can reach out to Willowbrooke if you feel like you need some services. We've got counselors, therapists. We have psychiatrists that are available. I can give you guys the number, 770-812-3266. That will help you get set up with a free screening to give you a better idea of what services might be the best fit for you. Also, if you have, children that might need services, you can talk to their school counselor. They can help, get you linked with our school-based program. So that's going to be your two main ways.
Absolutely. So, and everybody knows someone that's going through something. I mean, we just had a program a while back, discussing, I just blanked on what it's called, postpartum depression.
Yes. We have specialists, or we have a psychiatrist who specializes in postpartum.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I said something.
Yeah.
So this is had no idea how rampant this issue was. So, I mean, people, everyone knows someone, and possibly themselves, that are dealing with either depression, anxiety, any number of situations.
Yeah.
But that's one that I didn't realize was so rampant. So you guys have someone on staff that specializes in that.
Yes. You'll find that at our psych center. And I'm not going to try to name every program they have, but at Willowbrooke Psychiatric Center, they have a number of different programs from the med management standpoint of, different things that they can address, and postpartum is one of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So in the time we have left, we only have about 3 minutes. If you could just remind folks again when, where, how, and what about the Light Up the Night event coming up.
All right, you're testing me here to make sure I don't get tripped up on my words. All right, April 25th. It is at the Lumpkin Drive Greenbelt Trailhead in Carrollton. I did
it. Very good.
And again, it's just this free community event to bring awareness to mental health. So please come.
Yeah, please do. Food trucks. And tons of cool stations. You're gonna have yoga by the lake.
Yes.
Face painting, sound therapy. Which, if you're just tuning in, be sure to check out the full episode either on the Facebook live stream or on the podcast that we upload to the station's website, as well as gradacommunications.com, so you can hear the full story. We kind of expounded upon that a bit. Sound therapy. Vendor market, food trucks, so you can expect tacos, barbecue, funnel cakes, and more.
Yes.
The and more is exciting.
The food was delicious last year.
Yeah, because this is the
just
third
come
annual.
if you like food.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in. I'm in for the funnel cake. So, so this is the third annual.
Yes.
And it's gotten, I imagine it's gotten bigger.
It has, yeah. It has been so cool to see the growth from year to year. Because our first year was the first time we'd done it. Not a lot of people knew about it. And then the second year, wow, there were so many people. It blew up.
Word spread.
Yeah, and it was the neatest thing.
Awesome. Yeah. So, and of course, for the kids, which this is very much a family-friendly event.
Absolutely.
No admission cost. There are going to be glow sticks. So if kids would like to come out, and there's no charge for the glow sticks?
There's no charge for the glow sticks. There's no charge to participate in any of the events that we have. So again, just bring yourself.
So when people show up and if anyone wants to swing by and shake your hand and say, thank you for being brave, coming on the Community Voice and talking about this event, where will you be?
I will be at the Expressive Table. So we'll be working on a big art project together. That's where you'll find me.
Big art project.
Yeah.
Any inside baseball knowledge about this art project, or is it? We'll have to see.
I'm still tinkering with it.
Okay. Well, in her description, in Brittany's description, we did mention that she loves reading and discovering new crafts. So I can guarantee you it's going to be cool. Again, that's the Light Up the Night coming up April 25th, 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Lumpkin Drive Greenbelt Trailhead. Dad, burn it. I messed it up. The Lumpkin Drive Greenbelt Trailhead in Carrollton. Don't miss out on this amazing event. And, of course, if you'd like to participate in the Shine Green Mental Health Awareness Month celebrations, drawing attention to a very, very important initiative, reach out to Willowbrooke at Tanner. That number again, 770-812-3266. Or you can also get more information, willowbrooke@tanner.org. Check out the social medias. Brittany, thank you so much for what you do, helping individuals work out mental health issues. But also, thank you for coming on the program and telling us about the event.
Happy to be here.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you to everyone tuning in. We'll see you next time.